Look how lazy I'm getting. My camera's all crooked. Just throw a light up. It's freaking freezing out here. Got the wind hitting me, raining. And just felt like doing a video. Talk about something I think very cool. Do you have interesting people in your life around you right now? And as you're getting older, are they becoming even more interesting? And interesting, I mean people that have taken chances in life and they're pursuing their desires and dreams. And not just somebody that works a job and pays their bills and complains about their mundane life. A lot of people think they're interesting and they're really not. There's all sorts of different levels of interesting. And I'm thinking about the people that are around me right now that are fascinating. Take Rodney Norman for an example. This guy's been a stand-up comedian for over 25 years.
There's a lot of uncertainty going on. Just a lot of stupid people doing stupid things, and money's going crazy, and seems like every day just people are getting more ridiculous, and things are getting more ridiculous all the time. But you know, things have been pretty ridiculous for a long time. We're just more aware of how ridiculous they are because we'll have access to more of the ridiculousness that's going on. So it's all stupid. It's always been stupid. It's always probably going to be stupid. So I just hope it takes some time to just look around this world and go, well, this place is pretty cool. This life thing is pretty cool. In spite of all the stupidness. Okay, so hope you're enjoying your stupid life. Appreciate it for what it is. Okay, we'll see you around. Okay, bye.
Travels all over the nation. He went viral a few years ago on YouTube, on the internet, and he plays a character that just completely opposes who he actually is. He plays this guy that's seemingly not all there.
People get down on themselves because they don't think they have the same advantages as other people, because other people are born into a lot of money, or people who got really great genetics and they look amazing and they're really smart. Well, you got to consider that maybe God thought you were such a freaking awesome, spectacular individual that God was like, hey, we gotta slow this one down a little bit. So they gave you a whole bunch of issues to keep you from your over awesomeness, from overpowering everybody else's bland mediocrity. So don't look at your challenges and your difficulties and your problems as being a problem, but technically God just trying to slow you down from taking over the world too quickly. Okay, bye.
Maybe smokes weed, maybe drinks too much. But has these very simple words of wisdom. Some things we've heard over again and again and again, but just the way he delivers it made him go viral. In fact, when he first hit the internet, I saw him and I thought that's who he was, that personality. So he had millions of views on one video. And I remember the buzzword for him is, that's my spirit animal. But not many people know that Rodney, on a stage, live, isn't the same character that he plays.
So my default setting is love. I love people. I love people too much. At least that's the opinion of the 3rd District Court. No, I do. I care about people. In fact, I do this thing. I drive a lot, right? And I do this thing whenever I see, a fellow human being on the side of the road in need of assistance, regardless of the situation I might be in, every single time, I hope someone stops and helps them.
He's very funny, very skilled. He knows all the headliners, all the comedians. They know him. And he's yet another talented, extremely intelligent human being that never crossed the line. He never signed his name in blood. And he's always kept his comedy skits clean, for the most part, maybe PG. And I'm sick of living in a world where the majority of NPCs are entertained by dirty, ugly, rotten negativity. I can paint the most disgusting political painting ever. I can do it today. I can show politicians eating babies and all these conspiracy theories that we have, the Illuminati. I can show the most gory, disgusting stuff that would maybe even get me banned from the internet. But it would sell. And I know that, but I choose not to cross that line. I've seen Rodney show live 3 times. It's hilarious. And fortunate for us, we got him to come here to Dallas, Oregon for New Year's Eve night and 3 nights afterwards. And I think part of the reason why he's coming is he needs a break. Being around people that appreciate him for what he's done and the humiliation he goes through at the expense of him. And he keeps on doing it. A traveling comedian who has a degree in philosophy. His idols are Plato, Alan Watts, and chose a few years ago to use that philosophy in the simplest form possible. And you just have to see him, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen him online. He is a celebrity on social media. But out in stand-up comedy, I don't know if there's been the proper filming, proper promotion. He's a true artist who shows up, he does his thing, and he leaves. Never promoted, never having an agent, as far as I know. Somebody that takes care of his due diligence, so he just focus on his art. It's like me, painting for 7 years, 3.5 years, converting those dream sketches into oil paintings and pastels, watercolors, these intense dreams I was having, which, by the way, some of them came true. I'm not claiming to be a psychic. I just see it and I understand what it's for. But when I was done with my project, I had nobody to promote it. So it's not easy for an artist, somebody who's tapping into the creative realm, to promote themselves. Somebody needs to promote the artist. Somebody needs to keep them away from the matrix and tap into the unified field where all abstract potentiality exists. And just be there. It's so necessary. And to a lot of you that just, that sounds really nice. Well, that's what we need more of versus this logic, the craziness with politics, the disgusting Hollywood scene that we're aware of now, the economy, the wars that are just on the brink of happening, and the ones that have stopped. And I feel this urgency as I'm part of Rodney coming to Dallas. I've been a part of a couple of shows with him. to give it one more push. He's tired. He's tired. And his voice deserves to be heard. He is funny. I promise you that. And clean, too, so you don't feel like you get goo and slop all over your chest after a good meal. He's somebody interesting, I know, and I've known him for just a few years right now. That kind of few years right now. Why is it every time I get behind the camera, I'm a moron? I don't care. I was talking to some lady today at the front desk, and she used to speak publicly for a living like I did, and we just hit this age where we we can't speak anymore. It's weird. I don't know what that is. I don't care. I'm just going to say it. So, Rodney Norman is one of those interesting people I know. There's a movie in him. A stand-up comedian who's in his 50s now. He's had a couple of his children pass away. Tragic stuff. His wife is 1,000% behind him to go pursue this because it's important to him. And yet to be fully discovered. And as he's getting older, he's getting that negative feedback from the Hollywood types. Satan's slaves. I feel more passion for seeing the spotlight on him. I'd love to be a part of that. And so this is what drives me. Another interesting people I know now are Chris and Jaden Walls. They're 31 years old. They started a car dealership, I think 8 or 9, I can't remember, years ago, using credit cards, and he just had $10,000 saved up, and now he's got this dealership in Dallas, Oregon, where they're selling 70, 80, 90, 100 cars a month in this small town. The nearest major city is an hour away, Portland. And they are out selling big dealerships. And the key to their success is none of their salespeople are on commission. They just talk. You like it? Here's the keys. Go drive it. Whatever. They don't walk out on the lot. They don't hustle them. His top producer, which is his niece, sells over 30 cars a month. And her personality is just all business. She doesn't, it's no theatrics and no sales. And, hey, tell you what I'm going to, hey, oh boy, I got a deal for you. She's just monotone. When they ask her a question that typical salespeople would skirt, she just says, no, you can't have it for that price and those payments. No, that's not possible. And Jaden and Chris, they're this young couple. I actually married them a little over a year ago. And I have this love for them because they're very talented, very different. Jaden writes her own songs and sings beautifully. And as a partner with her husband, Chris, he's like something out of the 1920s. It's really interesting. And I know his father was really old. He was raised by parents that were like my parents' age. And just a great speaker. He really cares, really cares about his employees, about his customers, about the community. He's got much more heart than I do, than I ever have had. And Jaden is this butterfly with talent and recently a mother, beautiful, wonderful mother, really into her newborn. And they both have this depth. We've had intense conversations, which shocked me that people of their age were able to see the world this way and actually say it coming from them and not something they read. So I really appreciate them. And then I got another new friend who's a multimillionaire. And he's watched my videos for quite a few years, actually. My other channel, Prable Life, is how I met him, the luxury bus, and he owns one now. And that channel was growing very fast, had great potential. I was very controversial because I was talking about the reality of the high-end luxury RV industry. I just can't, there's a lot of negativity that industry doesn't share. They just take brochure shots, and you're looking at these $1 million plus RVs that are just unbelievable, but little do people know that when you have one, your clothes are going to lay on the couch. It's going to be a mess. You're going to have dishes dirty, and it's not a brochure shot anymore. Not to mention the typical problems you have with an RV, and they fix with residential products. And for some reason, they're 3, 4, or 5 times more expensive than fixing something in your home in an RV. And it's not, some of it's not that more difficult to fix. Actually, in some ways, it's easier. So, it's much my friend who's liquidating now. He's so tired of all his stuff, and I can most certainly relate to this. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And he actually admires how I'm living. This multimillionaire owns multiple homes, rental properties, and he can pretty much buy and do anything he wants, pretty much. But has felt the emptiness I have felt too, the lack of soul, And then I have another friend, maybe he's an acquaintance now, I don't know. I upsetted him a few years ago. Andrew Steele, look him up, RVing with Andrew Steele. He's up to 300,000 subscribers. Phenomenal, interesting human being. He started off detailing RVs, and then he started filming these luxury coaches, and now he does that full time and just shows these amazing dream come true RVs. He got in with the right crowd, the cliquey, rich crowd, and they did to him what they do. They kind of corral and own and willing to throw more money to make them exclusive. And I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty good at reading people, that he broke away from that now. He's made a fortune with them. And now he's making videos with just the everyday person, everyday dealership. And there's just a soul I can see in him now, in his videos, that he was lacking with the super ultra corporate professional thing. He's just an interesting person. And I have a lot of respect for what he does and how he does it, and his intelligence in business. He's been successful, I think, at every business he started. As a detailing company. I think he had a chauffeur business at one time. And he's a celebrity in the RV industry. He's a celebrity in the content creating world, which I'm not. And I can go on and on with these fascinating, interesting people I've met that have come into my life and have taken huge chances that the average person would ponder and stress on. Just stay safe a little bit longer. Just stay safe a little bit longer. And that brings me to how many deaths I've seen in my life, family and friends. And how that's an incentive to go for it in life. It's always lurking around, friends, family. It could be a very discerning thing to even think about. But I've seen the character or the soul come out of people when a loved one dies, and it sparks a new life in them, a new chapter. And I love seeing that. I love seeing people get what they want. Everything you want, I want to see that, because there's something that happens on the other side of that. Life continues after you've had all your dreams come true and all the money and all the freedom. doesn't completely satisfy. It's either go more, go bigger, hang around the people that have what you have. If you want to do this, or hang out with people that have better, bigger, and more luxurious than you, to use that energy to motivate you to compete with them. And then you're just getting into showing off your progress in life, which I was most certainly guilty of. I mean, that was my thing for many years. And then we hit this age of wisdom where you break away from that, because it's just, you find out when you have really nice things that if there's nobody to show it off to, you just become a slave to it. It's like when I had the RV, the Prevost RV, just this dream come true, amazingly luxurious RV. And I remember the first week I was driving it, using it, and just unbelievable beauty, amazing. It's the epitome of, I have money, and I'm throwing it away because there's no investment in a luxury RV. It's a complete money pit. It's just fun. But I remember I was driving, I said, a lot of my dreams just come too late. What the hell is this about? Why couldn't I have this when I was a player? I would have had a lot more fun. And that's just no interest of mine. It hasn't been for many years. So I think we all have a right to go through everything in life. I think that's why we're here, isn't it? I wish you wealth, freedom, crazy amounts of freedom and wealth, so you could see what's on the other side. Will you return to your soul? Will you have soul? Will you be a vibration on this earth of authenticity, uniqueness, and great stories? Or are you just going to play it safe and complain about a lot of things we can complain about right now? A lot of things. As we watch the most modern reality show in the world called Politics. Never used to get this kind of attention. We have teenagers watching it, for God's sakes. You should be out making some bad decisions. And as we're opening to gather this lounge, trying to get people to talk again in a sleepy little town called Dallas, Oregon, people have walked in and said it's beautiful. And we try to explain to them what this is all about. Socializing again, talking, having great conversations. And there's like this shell shock. I don't know if I want to do that because I might say the wrong thing. I might not fit in. I might be too old. I might be too left. I might be too right. It's like enough is enough. When it comes down to it, we're all the same. We're in this biological machine that we have to put things in to keep it going, and then we have to shite it out, put our pants on the same way, have to do laundry. You don't have to, but... And, folks, I'm telling you, man, I'm not a history buff, but I can tell that it just might take a major war to wake people up again. I hate saying that. We all kind of feel that way, though. Like, you don't know what real pain is until you've been through a major war and loss and pain and suffering. It's like people are so numb and unentertained. Don't know how to really laugh again. Is it just me? Tell me if it's just me. I had two retired women walk into the gather the other day, 2 days ago. They're late 70s. And they were, oh, you serve wine, like they do. And I looked at them and I said, hey, have you guys ever thought about that the earth might be flat? Oh my gosh, we ended up talking for an hour. And I happen to have enough information to debate the flat earth theory just for fun. Just for fun. I'm not saying I'm a flat earther. Although there's some math in there that's pretty interesting. So may your life stay interesting. May you meet interesting people. And most importantly, when things go to hell, recognize who stands there still. That's called having a soul and taking life more seriously. All right, that's good enough, I think. I'm going to listen to this and go, what the heck? Oh, my God. All right. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.